Well, we seem to return. I don't know if he was coming back after that last one. You know, I got a few, the feedback on the two guys, one horse got a little bit crazy. But if you missed that episode, please go find out for yourself. My man, Matty, he still won't watch the video. The audio still has him traumatized. But that's cool, though. It is the Vontourage, your daily dose of dumb shit. And, you know, my dumb shit is done right. Let's get to it, man. It's been a good couple days. You know, my Warriors out there looking good, beating the shit out of LeBron. That's all I really care about. And just then when I was having a good time, I happened to, you know, catch up on a little something of my man Bill Maher on the HBO shot. I'm sitting there, and if you haven't heard what happened, well, you know, if you don't know, I'm a black man, raised in America, deal with the stuff that black men do. You know, I say certain words a lot that I shouldn't be saying, but I do. But when I seen this,
we'd love to have you work in the fields with us. Work in the field?
That's part of that. That's
Senator. I'm a house nigga. No, it's a joke.
Yeah. Initially, you just think to yourself, oh, shit. Did he just say nigga on national TV like that? Looking crazy? And he a white man? Then you got to think back, though. I mean, a lot of people sounded off about it. You know, he's been doing some things. He didn't roll with the black folks a long time. He's put his dick in some of the most promiscuous black women out there. Old school porn star Midori. If you're an OG, you remember that one. He was fucking on Superhead. So I guess he just got real comfortable with it, and he figured he could say it. But I also thought, man, are they just going to take everything from us? They trying to take the N-word too? It's rough out there. Everybody seems to be sounding off about it. When they asked Killer Mike, what would he do? Killer Mike has some words.
If you were the guest on the show, do you think Bill Maher makes that
Bill
joke?
in his stomach. I would have punched Bill in his stomach and said, "You sound stupid," and we would have smoked a joint after. And that's what I like. You know why, Harvey? You know why? Because that's what you do when your white friend does that when you're 13.
Right.
And he gets a little too comfortable and says it. You punch your friend in your stomach.
Sometimes you got to do it. I've never heard it spoken truer. I mean, we all have white friends every once in a while that have slipped up and said it. You know, me personally, I don't really stop them. I tell them like that one time, like, maybe you shouldn't say that, because I know that eventually they'll go out in the crowd and they're going to say it and get two-pieced and they'll be really bad. Like, I have a homeboy, King Chris. We call him White Chris, King Chris. You know who he is. He said it one time. He was told to stop a couple times, and he got hit in the back of the head with a gun. Happy to say that King Chris has not spoken that word ever again. What do we do? Do we stop them from using the word that we use so much? Do we want to believe in censorship? Killer Mike continues.
I'm a fierce believer in the First Amendment, so whether I agree with you or not, I believe in your right to say it. Gerard Carmichael did an interesting bit where he praised Hitler versus Dr. King. That was hilarious. I don't want to live in a world where that can't happen. Louis C.K. does an N-word bit. That's amazing. So for me, I'm used to American comedians doing this. That doesn't mean I condone it. That just means I appreciate the First Amendment. And then from a Bill Maher watcher standpoint, the joke didn't really land. It was kind of flat. So I think Bill has had better jokes, but I don't begrudge a guy who's tried to pull off a joke and it didn't work. And matters of what Bill did, if people want to protest him, fine, I support it. If people want to call for his job, do what you want to do. As for me, though, I am not going to start to limit entertainers and what they can say, because when you start doing that, you're painting yourself in a corner, and you're going to make sure your First Amendment rights are one day going to be out the door, and we really are going to live in a fascist country.
This is correct. We don't want to put cuffs on anybody. You get freedom of speech to say what you want to say. If you want to say nigga, even though it's wrong, we have to accept that, you know, you do have that rule. But Kevin Hart speaks on how comfortable a person is when they start using that word.
To say that and say it the way you said it, as comfortable as you said it in a joking form, you're wrong. Now, granted, you can issue all the apologies you want. He says it, you know, he says it around friends. It's not something that he's not going to say anymore. But for you to say it on your platform, that's tacky. Right. That's tacky. Like I would never on stage. You're not going to hear me go the cracker or the hunky. I'm not going to do it because of the people that I'm around, because of the platform that I stand on. So I'm conscious of that now. The same thing with any homophobia slander, or the same thing with just attacking political figures or whatever. I'm not going to do it because I know the impact that my words have because of my following, because of my brand. So those people know that. Right. Kathy Griffin, Bill Maher, you know that. You know that you got a following. You know that you don't have a little following. That when you say these things, especially if you're saying it on your platform, they're going to be heard. Mm-hmm. So for Bill Maher to say that there, that was tacky.
Bill had great comedic timing in that moment, though.
Hey, man, listen, I'm not going to go and break the joke down. I'm not going to. The level of comfort, like the shoulder shrug of it, I was like, oh,
I'm a house nigga.
Yeah, I was like, come on, man. And then like, the cockiness afterwards, how he flagged it off, like, nah, you know. That's just what he is. Like, I was like, oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, Bill get down and say the word. I told you all the promiscuous broads he was fucking, so I know that he be saying it like that. Since then, he has put out an apology.
As the criticism grew, the Firebrand host is issuing an apology. In a statement, Maher writing, "Last night was a particularly long night, as I regret the word I used in the banter of a live moment. The word was offensive, and I regret saying it, and I'm very sorry."
I'm pretty sure when he wrote that, he looked at his partner and was like, man, I hope niggas believe this.
Even though he's made his whole career on being provocative, it's difficult for people to get past the use of that word coming from a white comedian. That was one of the examples where he took it a bit too far.
He may have. I bet it wouldn't have been as bad if he had said it in a rap song or something like that. I'm just saying. Here goes like one of my smart, dumb questions. They say he did it on live television, right? And it came on, let's say, like 11 o'clock in New York City. But it doesn't come on until 11 o'clock in the West Coast. So that means he dropped nigga every hour. It just came up. And nobody stopped it. Nobody pulled it. It's only live one time, people. It's not live every time. But they just going to let the nigga flow. They going to let whatever they going, it's going to go over and over. They'll keep on playing it.
Senator, I'm a house nigga. No.
Fuck all that. It's other dumb shit to get to. Like the internet. I keep telling y'all, the internet is bad. It's just lots of things that pop up. I'll be like, why am I watching this? Today, I found out what the soda can in the shower meant. When Boosie Badass tells everyone about his experience in a jailhouse shower.
I ain't know about the coke can in the shower, you heard me? Nigga ain't even tell me. I walked straight in at 6 in the morning. That nigga had a nigga ankles riding that bitch from the back, man.
Whoa! Boosie, what's going on? Wait a minute, wait. Yo, first of all, to see that, do you stop? Do you look away? Do you run out? What happened here?
That shit fucked my head up. Another nigga riding a nigga dick, man. Taking that bitch. I'm talking about riding a nigga dick. That shit. Nigga say, damn, youngster. I say, my bad, man. Yeah, I ain't know, man. Fucking the shit out that nigga in that bitch.
Like, keep it G, though. You take more than like 5 seconds to watch and see someone's really getting the shit fucked out of them. You don't get to see that in a glance. You can't. You really got to look over there and be like, shit, damn, you wearing him out. That's not cool. It's not. And I know this conversation made you very uncomfortable. I know. That's what I'm here to do for you. Matter of fact, to make you more uncomfortable, we're going to take it to these jailhouse love stories.
Got nothing on but these tennis shoes and my undershort. I give him the grease. And I tell him to put some on his finger. Stick it in his ass and you know what I'm saying, kind of like fuck himself. To loosen himself up. Because I know he had never been penetrated before. It was his first time. Just an old penitentiary trick that I learned from some old convicts.
I know. Just terrible. Terrible. But the fact that you're continuing, you must be interested in it. Hit him again, Jim.
I go to fucking him. You know what I'm saying? Slowly at first, you know what I'm saying, and try to loosen him up. And it was tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was definitely a virgin.
I told you, the internet is evil. I went from a Boosie interview that led into that. And I know you want more. Hit him again.
At this time, my dog, he at the door. You know what I'm saying? He's standing in front of the cell. So he's like, man, come on, man, goddamn. Go on, hurry up, man. I want to get straight too. I said, well, come on. I get up off of him. He shows him no mercy. He fucks him for real.
He have sex with him first. Then I have sex with him. Then he have sex with him. And I have sex with him.
So I didn't finish it first. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck him, and I come off. I get my due.
And that was the end of a beautiful love story. What did you learn today? If you see a soda can in the shower, do not walk in. Whether it's jail, the gym, YMCA, don't do it. All right?
He shows him no mercy. He fucks him for real.